more. That's my opinion.
Hmm.
I mean, I just
Well,
don't think he got it, man.
I,
He
I, I,
didn't train for
I
shit for this fight.
I think the preview showed like he was training and everything, but I don't know, man. I felt like it was a good fight. Um, you know, like Bruce said, I felt like they could have raised both of their hands. It was a lot of controversy, but I felt like that just brought more eyes on the sport of boxing. So I felt like boxing won that night for real.
You can almost put it in sense. You can almost put it in sense like I was just talking about closing the door over crossover boxing, and Francis Ngannou does this.
Facts.
But remember, we have to think as well. You have Francis Ngannou who's coming from the MMA, the top dog from the MMA. It's not just a walk, a walk in the park. He was a champ. He's still young, still doing his thing, and he's one of the hardest punchers out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he didn't have a chance.
Facts.
He
Um,
had 3 months to prepare for
was,
that fight as well.
was Nagano that good, or was Tyson Fury, as he slipped
That
out,
bad.
that bad? See, that's
Right.
Three was that bad? My bad.
but I'm
Couldn't get it
saying,
out.
I showed Tyson Fury's picture on his show. He's got the shiner. His face looks bruised up.
facts,
Nagano looks like he just stepped out of the shower, bro.
facts.
Not a mark on him. I
Hey
mean,
Bruce, like the question I want to have for you is, do you think it was just Tyson Fury that bad, or do it shows the corruption of boxing?
I
No,
don't
no,
know
no,
about the corruption of boxing, bro, but
no,
I would say by looking at Tyson Fury, I think a lot is caught up with him. He looked like he had a lot of really excess body fat on him. He was not in condition to. He thought he was going to go in and have a field day. He figured
you
that the
saw his
skills
face
that he
when
had, bro. He
he turned.
didn't train. Those skills weren't sharp, man. He didn't. That wasn't the Tyson Fury that we saw uh, fight Deontay Wilder the first time, or the second, or the third time. He's gotten a lot of money. Money tends to take that edge off you. You're not as hard. You don't want the victory that bad. Like earlier, Tyson Fury, they were saying that the stage was all set on December 23rd. We were going to see the Fury and Usyk fight right there at that palace that they built, $1 billion sports complex. I mean, it was like huge. When the fight was over, Tyson Fury said, "Oh, I'm just going to go home and rest now, and then we'll talk about what's next." And all of a sudden, there goes our Christmas present. So,
No, 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 no. That fight still has to happen because that fight is
well,
already
well,
sealed.
yeah, but Tyson Fury's a flake. It doesn't have to happen.
Get
He said,
sued.
I don't agree, bro. I think it should happen, and I think it maybe will happen, but I don't put anything on Tyson Fury. I think he might pull a retirement. I think maybe a rematch will happen with this fight. There's a rematch clause. So somebody told me that the rematch clause stated if Tyson Fury lost, then he got a rematch. But I mean, in his own mind, he must think he lost. Boxing fans are split down the middle. They think he lost. I think
That's
there's
the
going to be a
issue.
rematch. It's going to tie up the heavyweight title for another year. It's a,
That's the issue I'm having because a lot of people in the people eyes he lost that fight.
Well,
Facts.
yeah,
Yes, I just, in my opinion, I just think Tyson Fury was bad that night. He made Ngannou look better than what he needed to look. What makes it worse, Tyson Fury had a full training camp.
yeah,
Plus,
and Usyk was at ringside saying jab, jab, jab. He's trying to boost Fury on, and they were supposed to come in the ring and have a face off at the end of the fight, but man, it wasn't going to happen. Not with that performance. Not the way it ended.
no,
and
no.
the whole family, uh, they like to talk a lot, and that makes it a little bit worse. You have the dad at the
Thank you,
weigh-in with his shirt off, and they really feed
thank
into the
you.
circus. I personally think that Tyson Fury was looking at this more like a easy walk in the park exhibition, and this is why he lost. He might have
He,
won
I,
the fight, but he lost because he's the heavyweight champion of the world, and he let someone from MMA cross over and put him on his ass. The whole argument from people has been, what's better, MMA or boxing. He unfortunately uh did not answer that question last night and actually put a worse asterisk on it for the heavyweight division at least. You know, now we know for sure if he goes to MMA that Francis is going to have his way with him. There's no way.
Oh, he's not going to MMA.
There's no way.
He'd get destroyed if there was in the cage. He's not. He's definitely not in any way, shape, or form going to beat Ngannou in the cage. Ngannou's got the better chance of fighting him in the ring, but this is going to prove something. Is Tyson Fury done, or can he come back? Is he going to go and dedicate himself? What do you think?
No, but what do you think about Tyson Fury just being anomaly by being so tall and weighing so much? You think is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people assume that, you know, he couldn't really do like how he did with Deontay Wilder as far as like being a weight bully, weighing 70-something pounds, you know what I'm saying, more weight than him. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of an even weight fight. Do you think that's more so of Tyson Fury style, you know, putting the pressure on the fighters, throwing his weight on them, draining them out? And then
he didn't do the road.
Ngannou came in heavier than Tyson Fury.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Ngannou was different body composition. Tyson Fury, you could see the love handles. I
understand that, but what I'm saying is the fighters that Tyson Fury fought.
We all know that Tyson Fury has been put on his ass before. It takes me back to the fight where he fought Steve Cunningham. Steve Cunningham knocked him down with an overhand right, and give it to Tyson. He has very good recovery skills. He does get up, but his tactic after that fight was to use his weight and lay on him and wear him down that way. It wasn't to outbox him, and Tyson Fury's capable of outboxing heavyweights as well, but it was to use that size.
You know what I realized? What Francis Ngannou did, what Wilder didn't do the first fight. Well, in any other fight, the first fight he did it for 2 rounds. That's it. Was a straight jab to the body, right to the gut of Tyson Fury.
He did in the trilogy for the first round, but after that, he switched the game plan.
He didn't follow up with it. In my opinion, Francis Ngannou did what Wilder couldn't.
So that's the next question. Could Francis Ngannou do that?
Yeah.
Another heavyweight. Who else?
In my opinion, he earned that stripe with Tyson Fury. He could be in the mix with Anthony Joshua. He can be in the mix with Wilder. You feel me? That based on not because how good he was, but the fact that he almost beat the heavyweight champ of the world.
Yeah, but what do you say about Wilder knocking down Tyson Fury in the trilogy, and the referee did that slow count? You know what I'm saying? Like, say if they was really playing by the rules, do you think he would have counted them out? Like, you know, each and every time Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury has always been something dealing with, I believe, minus the second fight. You know what I'm saying? It always had to dealing with the count. Deontay Wilder always knocking his victims down to the ground, but it seemed like that referee is giving them that extra help to survive.
Hey, Senior, you with me, brother? I got his chat live. He got his channel going. We're waiting for Coach Squeeze to come in, and Senior, you in here?
Yeah, I'm trying to get Squeeze in, man.
Yeah. You got a $10 cash app from this brother right here. I'm putting him up on the screen. Appreciate
you, DeWood.
Yeah, but see, let's face it, bro. Francis Ngannou is not your traditional boxer. First of all, he's 0-1. He's not ranked by any of the federations. So for him to get a title shot, it's going to have to be a sideshow. It's going to have to be like this card, and it's going to have to be like a 10-round fight or whatever. But for him to go a 12-round sanction, a championship fight, heavyweight championship, he has to be ranked in one of the 4 governing bodies.
They allow him to take his UFC career into consideration as far as his experience goes. I know it's 2 different sports, but it's still high level combat. You have to have that as part of the consideration. You wouldn't let, an amateur boxer
Go
fight a
against Fury.
UFC fighter because the UFC fighter has a 0-1 fight, but that UFC fighter is a professional. So, you have to take that into consideration as well.
But
Here's the thing. I feel like
it's
as
not
well,
just standing boxing. It's not your standing boxing. It's something different, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
for him to get a title shot, coming off a fight with the world champion, and get a shot at who else could he fight, bro?
No, I don't think do that.
Who's he gonna fight next?
Helenius.
Helenius.
listen, that's an easy win, though. That's an easy win.
But it'll
Man, I feel like
it'll say that this isn't a fluke. It'll say that okay, now he really did something.
Now, but now, how old is he? He's almost 40 years old, isn't he?
36, right? Something like that.
I thought he was older than that. Does anybody know out there, man?
What?
Well, what my point is, man, the way boxing is today, one fight a year, he's going to be in his 40s before he fights a ranked contender or gets that big shot, because he's going to be in these exhibitions. That's the way they're going to do it, I'm sure. Like I said, I think they're going to do a rematch. That makes sense. And the Saudis, they're bankrolling everything, man.
The Saudis going to be the ones to be like, yo, we will pay for him to fight any of the heavyweight fighters out here.
And we got to go next time.
Oh God!
I'm way ahead. I already planted that seed.
What do you think about Francis Ngannou fighting Deontay Wilder? I see a lot of people talking about Anthony Joshua, but this the same guy that needs, some therapy. You know what I'm saying? He still needs some heart. You feel me? He still need to walk down that yellow brick road for real.
Listen, he can either fight Wilder, he can fight what's his name? Zhang. He can fight Joshua. I feel like Zhang would be a better option, maybe.
Right. The Zhang fight's good. That's what AJ's saying. Shout out to Tim Layden. Salute, brother. Salute to everybody in the Rize podcast. We're waiting on Coach Squeeze to come in. We're gonna have an interview, and we're gonna chop it up. We got Tim Witherspoon Jr., Bruce Gass. We got Coastal Boxing Club, Ernest Johnson, Blackgrass Podcast. He's from Baltimore. You guys need to check out his content. He's always on the red carpet with the celebrities, man.
You definitely got to check out
Blackgrass. Yeah. You're from the home of Tank Davis, brother.
Yeah, man. And the craziest thing is I had a exclusive interview with Coach Calvin Ford and with Coach Squeeze, man. It's most definitely dope at the Upton Gym. So I should be posting that soon. But these guys right here, they most definitely dedicated to the community. I appreciate these guys because they allowing these young men and women to learn how to defend themselves, be stand-up individuals in their community instead of just, pushing them along and getting a check and, leading them to that depth. So, salute to those guys at the Rize Podcast. They most definitely doing some big things in Baltimore, man. You know what I'm saying? So
in the world, man. You're talking about the face of boxing, man, right now. So
appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Skywalker, check and see. He say he backstage.
All right, let me look.
Salute, LaRon. Thank you for coming by, brother.
I don't see him. Oh, I just have you, Blackgrass.
Listen, I've been hearing people was even talking about how Tyson Fury and Ngannou wasn't going to do numbers, or it wasn't. No one is
Oh, there he is. I got him now. I got Coach Squeeze now. It's coming in. I got the Smoothie King in the house.
right, so
The Smoothie King.
You're
Audio.
What it do? What it do?
There we go.
Salute, Coach. Coach Squeeze.
What's going on, my fraternity brothers? What up?
What's going on, man?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Loud and
How
clear.
y'all brothers doing, man?
We're here for one love, my man.
My man, I appreciate the invite, man. I had to do, me and Sika had to do plastic surgery to get me in.
All right.
But we got
I appreciate you guys coming on, man. Big fan of Tank Davis over here, man. Upton Gym, what you guys are doing out there in Baltimore, man. It's on a global level now. You know what I'm saying? It's not just Baltimore, but you guys are on that global level, man. Shout out to you guys, man, for real.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I heard y'all talking about the Tyson Fury fight and Ugano. I heard a couple of y'all opinions. I'm looking at it a little bit more different than what you guys looking at it. I looked at it on the basis of I don't think Tyson Fury really took Ugano serious, number one. And number two, definitely was a money grab for Tyson Fury. I ain't hating on him because of it. But did he do enough to win? Depending on who you ask. I don't. If anything, it could have been a tie if we gonna argue that. But the scorecard was razor thin. It was definitely razor thin, like I thought it should be. But you got to do more than that to dethrone the champ, man. You can't dethrone the champ with a thin decision.
No, see, I agree with you what you're saying. Exactly to the T what you're saying. Like the scorecard was perfectly fine. With him winning by 1 point, I feel like that's very acceptable. But what I think the people is saying is like, with Francis Ngannou being an MMA fighter, and then coming to boxing and being that close, that's why people feel like Fury lost.
That's a win for him anyway.
Yeah. Being that close with the champ.
Very, very plausible, but what people gotta understand, it's the fight game, and everybody have a puncher's chance. They looking at the dynamics of he from MMA and he's a boxer. That's all he does. But we've seen in the past the swinging of the pendulum, far as different sports emerging to trying to make these fights happen and keep them going. So, hey, Ngannou a strong dude, man, but it's a difference between striking and boxing. But like you said, good brother, he did put up a good showing.
Coach, Floyd Mayweather made us proud. We knew that Conor McGregor couldn't mess with him. We knew that Floyd was carrying him, and Floyd probably was not taking that training camp serious either. Tyson took it too far with not taking this guy serious. He took it too far.
And publicly saying that he took a full training camp preparing for Ngannou.
He took it too far.
He didn't look like he was into the fight. Even when he was walking to the ring in the dressing room, you could see he wasn't psyched up. He was trying to psych himself up. If you look into his eyes, and then he wasn't there. He was not mentally ready to get in there and go to war. He's had life really easy, bro. Once you start making those mills, man, it's not very easy to get out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning and hit that road, man. You don't want to eat a chicken breast and a salad when you got a chef making you a 5-course gourmet meal over here, bro.
Yeah,
dude. Tyson, I think Tyson Fury has lost that fire, bro. I don't know if he's going to get it back again at his age, man.
Well, what you just said was 100% prime beef. If you're a pork eater, do not digest what this brother just said. But I'm just gonna let the people out there who's watching tonight. This panel is fine too, all-star studded cast. You hit that on the nose, man. Like I say, this was a money grab, and I heard in Saudi Arabia, that's guaranteed money. 20 million means 20 million. They probably had it sitting at ringside after the fight.
They gave him a $4 million car as a gift. That's what they said. They gave Nagano a
$20 million
$1 million watch.
That's crazy.
to a Saudi.
They probably all left with a gold bar in the suitcase, you know, tax-free gold bar to come back next time.
Man, those people filthy rich.
Bro, they white.
What's happening, bro? It's a money game. If you can put on shows like this, the world was watching last night. That was huge.
Yeah.
They had this huge palace. They had every star from the Hall of Fame that's alive in that fucking room, bro. I mean, that was fire. I was not expecting that, man. I was impressed, bro. If they can get quality fights going on like that in a situation like that, bro, that's the future of boxing, man. As far as I'm concerned, bro.
They're saying we already know the Saudi, they will pay for. They don't care about the tag price on any fight. If they want the fight to happen, they're gonna pay whatever y'all is asking for. The same thing with Wilder and Joshua. They went to Saudi. They wanted to pay whatever money for that fight to happen over there in Saudi Arabia. They wiped their ass with that money what they spent yesterday in Saudi Arabia. That's chump change for them. Chump change.
They probably, one of them probably, no lie, sounded a little sarcastic here, but one of them probably had that money in their pocket. You know, hold on, yo, let me go in my pocket and pull this $20 million out. Huh?
You know, we'll see how they do, because if you've been watching boxing for a while, you'll notice every several years or so, somebody comes along with a big bank and they're going to take over boxing. And so we're just going to see how it's going to go, bro. I mean, dude, we've seen it. We've seen Harold Smith. I don't know if you guys remember Harold Smith back in the day. You know, we just saw it with PBC and Showtime. I mean, now it's the next level. So what's going to happen? The balls in the
nobody is spending money. You know how much they paid just to have guests there?
Yeah.
No other promoter is giving away money for you to come just watch.
Exactly.
Dude, tell me, if y'all know him, please let me know.
And bro, that was so nice. That was so nice to see those guys go home with a paycheck, bro. Half of those guys, man, you know, they're Social Security Section 8. These are the legends, and that's so cool for them to do this. Give these guys a paycheck. Let them get the name out there again, man. Keep it up, bro. I'm definitely backing that.
It's different.
What the Saudis is trying to do is the Saudis trying to basically be the promoters of boxing. They're trying to basically say, yo, you look. Yeah. We got the monies. Y'all, the promoters is just basically giving y'all what y'all are, what you guys are worth. But we will give you more than what you're worth.
Last night, if y'all didn't notice, the table has been set. If you notice that the outing of Showtime, HBO already gone, all these apps coming about, going and coming. Last night, I think the table was set for the future of boxing.
Oh yeah,
I agree, most definitely.
Coach Sweeze, this Black Grass podcast. First and foremost, man, I want to take this off of talking about the fight last night. I just want to tell you, man, it's most definitely a pleasure. Again, speaking to you, I did an interview with you at the Upton Gym. And what y'all, like I was saying to them before you came on, what y'all doing as far as like dealing with Baltimore City, bringing that hope, being the beacon of life, man. I salute to y'all brothers, man. I did an interview recently off of North Avenue in Hilton, and just talking to those brothers out there, you know what I'm saying? And, we had a lot of big losses in the city. President Davo dying, White Boy dying, a lot of other young kids, men, women, and children is dying in the city. And what y'all doing as far as what Upton Gym and that beacon that's coming up out of there is giving a lot of people hope, where people just feel like giving up. So being a resident from East Baltimore down the hill, I want to salute you though, King, and salute everything that y'all going over there though, bro.
Hey man, it's an honor and a privilege. This is really why I got into podcasting, to be honest with you. It's not really, to be honest, I love boxing. I've been around the sport for decades, man. But I could really care less. My thing, man, coming from the inner city and seeing that struggle, man, if I could just help one kid turn their life around, man, I did my job, man, and set the table, the future generations to come. That's my mentality when I step into the gym from my daytime job to that job. It's not a job. It's not a job. It's a mission.
Thanks.
My title is not a job, man. I don't work there. I'm a missionary on a mission to try to, in a dark place where we sitting at between North Avenue and Upton in a war zone, a bright light is Upton Boxing Gym. Man, I that interview was fire, brother. And I want to go check out that interview, but you talked to some of the brothers up I call it baby Afghanistan. Did you have your vest on when you was up there?
I ain't gonna lie, man. God had me, you feel me? Like I go everywhere. I go everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Just believing that, you know, God had me here for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
Story, but at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, man. It's
like God had you. That's why he created Bulletproof Vest too. But go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, but you know, like living in Baltimore, you gotta be like Spider-Man. You gotta listen to your Spidey sentences
all day long.
You know what I'm saying? Oh God, you feel something going left, you gotta go right. You feel me?
I'm just slicing, man. I'm just like, people know good brothers when they see it, man. In the hood, yo, they opened the doors for you. I'm sure they did.
Yeah, facts on God. But that's one thing I want to say to y'all. Because I know I ain't gonna be here on too long. But one thing I do want to say, man, salute the Skywalker Boxing Channel. You know what I'm saying? Tim Witherspoon, Bruce Gas, man. They most definitely creating something dope. But I wanted to just salute y'all because be able to come in there and sit down with y'all and do that interview with y'all and see how y'all affecting the kids. And not just only the kids, the community. How the community respecting that. Man, it's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's giving people that hope. Because I was talking to some guys that wanted to be entrepreneurs and rappers, but they felt like if they did anything that was shining, somebody was going to kill them for it. You feel me? Y'all giving people the courage to stand up, to be great, not be cowards. So I just wanted to salute y'all on that, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I be outside, be a little bit everywhere. But one thing I experienced with y'all, man, is like, that's something that I carried along with me outside of that. That gave me more courage than I already had already. So I just wanted to salute y'all, man. And it's a privilege to be on this panel with all of y'all, for real.
Awesome, man. Well appreciated, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
well appreciated.
I seen a couple of videos of Tank Davis recently back in the gym on the pads and everything like that. Any particular fight y'all preparing for? Or you guys are staying active right now?
Right now, Senior, you want to take this one or you want me? Senior, you got your ears on?
Hey, shout out to Rock Israel. He threw the 10 bones in the Rize podcast.
Senior can't hear us? Well, I'm a grab that one right now. It's a different meals on the table, if I could say, man. It's a lot of names on the table, and when it all boils down to the final stretch, we'll find out what meal we gonna eat. If it's gonna be steak, shrimp, lobster, or you know how we do it, Don Perignon, baby. So you know what I mean? It's all about the Benjamins, man. This kid, man, the people can argue all they want. Right now, Tank is the face of boxing. He the rock star of boxing. Canelo fizzing out. I'm a big Canelo fan. He's on his way out. We damn sure can't say Devin Haney. We people will argue Shakur. What Shakur have done at 135? And both of them is two of my favorite fighters. Also, I love them two young men. But when it come to putting the asses in the seat, Tank number one. I told early on the podcast, who they used to come see Michael Jordan play, and when they lose, they ain't even care because Mike gave him a show. He still dropped 40 and 50. That's Tank, yo. Tank gonna drop 40 and 50 every night he hit the court.
Hey, Coach, I think it's a fair question to ask, though, even though we might be fans of different boxers. Shouldn't he have to move those pieces off the chessboard?
But they say the commercial, how long, you might don't be old enough to know this. Do you have any great coupon? But of course.
Oh, I'm old enough. I don't look like it, but I'm 43.
Oh, you're a baby. Somebody give me a napkin. You still a baby, son. Let me tell you something, son. No, all jokes aside, I'm really enjoying this, man. Normally, I be big, getting ready for work tomorrow. But I totally agree with you, brother. I'm sick and tired of it. I want Devin Haney heat on the platter. I want Shakur Stevenson heat on the platter. I want Frank Martin heat on the platter. I want to sweep the division out when I'm gonna be happy. That's just the bottom line. I agree with totally what everybody else say, but you heard time at the time. They outpriced themselves. They want it at this weight. It's like, to me, it's excuses. Tank fight at 35. Why you trying to make them do all of these things? It's just crazy to me. If I'm a fighter and I fight at 135 and I'm the face of the division, why I gotta stipulate to make the fight happen? That's just me, bro.
Coach Squeeze. So you bring up a good point, because I heard Ryan Garcia said that he would fight Tank again if there was no rehydration clause. How do you feel about that comment? Obviously, we all know what happened. But how do you feel about the situations with rehydration clauses as a whole? And is it important to a contract for that to happen?
Man, great question. To sum it up, man, what weight class you walking around at, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah, give or take, baby.
I'm about 190 right now.
You about 190. I'm about 165, 168, right? Man, you supposed to fight. But you tell me, when we call you on the phone, you can make 2 or 3 different weight classes. This is a big payday for you. But you tell me, meet me at 73. And I'm like, is he crazy? Is he lost his mind? The weight class I fight at is 68. But the back end of that question, which you make a valid point, there's always been rehydration clauses. They act like Tank the first person on God's green earth to create it. That's what the narrative is being painted here. It's always been rehydration clauses. We fight at 35, but you want to come in at 68 to fight me. That's ridiculous. You see what happened to Charles, brother? Going up to the that type of weight, he looked like Hootie in a blowfish.
It's weight classes. It's weight classes for a reason, though. And like Tank not the first fighter to fight with a rehydration clause, and I'm just tired of hearing it. But at the bottom line is, both of y'all signed a contract that y'all both got to do the same thing. The same. It ain't like it's a one-way rehydration clause. Both of y'all got to do the same thing. It's weight classes for a reason. It's no way we fighting at 135, but you come in the ring at 180.
Right.
Come on, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's just No, go ahead, brother.
Well, no, because we were talking about, Tyson Fury not really, having it in him anymore. Do you think Tank just took it out of Ryan Garcia too? Like he it's just something for him to say. I'll fight him again with with no rehydration clause.
Listen. First of all, I just did a show about this the other day. The first thing you got to do is give Ryan Garcia his credit, because unlike some of these other fighters, Ryan Garcia wanted a Tank fight. Ryan Garcia made a Tank fight happen. When his team even told him, no, we not going that direction, he said, no, that's the direction I'm going. I don't know if y'all coming with me or not, but I'm getting in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. Unlike some of these other fighters, I ain't gonna mention no names, but you see they going in different directions, saying different things, you know what I mean, and not making the fight happen. So you got to give Ryan his credit for wanting that fight, campaigning for that fight, and making it happen. You said, and for real, he walked away very heavy.
Right.
That rehydration clause ain't matter when he walked away. He was heavy, both pockets. $30 million? Come on, man. Give me a rehydration clause. I'll get in there. Shit.
Now, Coach,
walk away with $30 million.
What I'm hearing next is Tank fighting with Pitbull Davis in a rematch. Is there a lot of reading that?
It's a bunch of buzzing. Don't nobody know who he fighting next. He said he not fighting Pitbull next. That's what he told me.
I want that Teal fight next.
well, I know what the brother's saying on the screen, man. Coach Calvin spoke on it several times. He spoke on it. I don't want to see it personally, but I guess it's business involved in such a manner that we don't really understand because we not behind the scenes. The people wants to see Shakur, Devin, Teofimo Lopez. You can give me any three of them in any pecking order.
Yep.
I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. And Tank might be the face of boxing, but it always would be a cloud over his head, if you ask me, if he doesn't fight those guys.
Absolutely, bro.
When it's all said and done, and he hang the gloves up on the rack and walk away. If them names not on his resume, you know how the public is. I'm not speaking for me, but the public gonna say it was a tainted career.
That's how I feel about the 135 belts.
Over 2 years they've been having the so-called four kings, but none of them are facing each other.
No.
Listen, that's how I feel about, you know what I mean? I call Devin Haney the undisputed challenger, man. Because you can't tell me you the best at 135 and you ain't fight the best at 135.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We just did a whole show about it the other day. Like I said, man, when first they said Tank don't call nobody out. Tank don't talk. He said it loud and clear. You win your next fight, I'm gonna fight you. That's what he told him on an interview. William Haney's supposed to be this big boss. And now all of a sudden he don't got Al Heyman number. And you can't get in touch with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is your son Godfather. You know what I mean? But you spreading lies like they not calling you. Call him. Press up. Ryan made that fight happen. Rolly wanted to fight. You got to give Rolly Romero his credit. He wanted that fight. He talked his way into a Tank fight. You see what I'm saying? So when I look at Devin, Shakur, and T.O., and they talk that, we want to fight Tank, that's just words with no action.
There's no excuses. No excuses.
You know what I mean? Because his schedule just was free. He just was incarcerated. I told him if I was a boxer, man, shit, I would have been on his visiting list. When he got out, I'd have been right there on the other side of that gate with a contract and a uniform. You know what I mean? Every camera that they could find. I'm ready to fight you now.
You know what, Senior? I'm going to drop the crickets right now. I don't know how many people in your chat watching, but you can right here mouse pistol and cotton with this one. Y'all ready? I gotta get permission. Are y'all ready?
All right. Let's go.
All right. I ain't feeling the energy, but I'm gonna get it to y'all anyway. At Tank fight, when he fought Ron Garcia, Devin Haney was in the crowd. Did he get up in the ring after the fight? Ain't that what they do when they want to make a fight? Shakur Stevenson did it with Devin. All
Definitely.
fights happen like that. When they get up in the ring and they demand it in that person's face. What Devin Haney do? Y'all learned a lot that time with Devin Haney jumped right out of the ring when Shakur got in there.
No, they had their opponent's name on their lips before they got back to the dressing room. I remember James Toney would get in the ring when Iran Barkley won his title with Darren Van Horn. Barkley thought he was going to shake his hand. James said, "I ain't here to shake your hand, motherfucker. I'm here to get that belt." And it was on, bro. I mean, that's what boxing should be, bro. Mano a mano. But today it's lawyers and fucking promoters and everything else in the middle of it. I don't know what's going on in fucking boxing today, bro. I don't even give a fuck anymore because I'm not going to understand it when you tell me.
You know, it's the promoters that's fighting, not the fighters. They in the ring. We should go watch them fight at the negotiating table.
Well, why
Hey,
doesn't
Coach, I gotta.
Tank say I'm the fucking man at 135? Fuck yous all. I'm at the top of the mountain. Why don't these fighters fight me, bro? That's what Roberto Duran would have done. That's what the greatest of the fucking greats should do. Why doesn't he take that stand, man? Tell me, please. I'm a fan of Tank Davis. I think he had. I was telling people he was punching as hard as Deontay Wilder 4 years ago, bro. And they're telling me I'm crazy. And now I want to see him fulfill that mission, but nothing's happening, man. And that's fucked up. That's
you know what? I'm with you with that.
Yo, do you think that
real quick? I'm gonna say it again.
Go ahead.
Y'all everybody keeps saying the same thing, and I'm in total agreement. We want to see Tank fight these names, but you got to understand the point that I'm trying to get across. These names got to want to fight Tank. That's what it all boils down to. These names got to want to fight Tank. I'll repeat it again if y'all ain't hear me the first time. Ryan Garcia wanted to get in the ring with Tank. Ryan Garcia got in the ring with Tank. Rolly Romero wanted to get in the ring with Tank. Rolly Romero got in the ring with Tank. Devin Haney don't want to get in the ring with Tank. William Haney don't want him in the ring with Tank. Shakur Stevenson, he might want it, but his team don't want him to get in the ring with Tank. Teofimo Lopez, who knows what he want to do. But all I'm saying is, if these guys really wanted these fights like they said they wanted, they would make them happen. Rolly Romero talked his way into a Tank fight? Come on, man. You gonna tell me everybody gonna bring it down to a Tank? Tank not fighting. What the fuck is these guys doing?
Do you think they're afraid to give up that A side mentality? Is that something that's they think that they are above in their head, Tank, and that they deserve 50-50? Or do you think that that's the issue?
A-side mentality don't even matter because we already know coming into the fight, Tank the A-side. There's nothing you can do about it. So having that mentality, it's not even nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Hey, Coach, I got a solution for all of that. Right. So me and my wife got up and drove to Atlanta and saw what he did down there, how he packed that place out for the first go. Right. We also see that boxing is just giving us who they think should be the face of boxing versus who actually is. The solution for who's the A side and who's the B side, we just saw it last night. Why don't we find a way to force Tank or get Tank to go break into that whole Saudi place? He packs every spot out. Let him go over there and show the world why he should be the face of boxing. I don't even care who he fight. He just go over there and check that off his box. Get it off his list. Every place he been to, we just sold it out, right?
Can you imagine Baltimore and Atlanta and Saudi Arabia?
They ain't gotta go. We'll watch it. We'll watch it on TV. I'll watch it on TV. I'll pay for it.
Baltimore, Atlanta, and New York, we going. It's not even an option. We there. Like soon as they, we gotta understand this. You know what I mean? You got your rent money, you got your gas election money, and you got your think about the fight money. And you see what happened when his tickets hit the mat. The airport's gone, tickets gone, hotels gone. That money already allotted for. right? It's like rent, car, BGE, Tank fight, then your water bill.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not cheap being a boxing fan in 2023.
Hell no.
You know, I mean, I grew up to Wide World of Sports, ABC,
Me too.
Sports Spectacular, fucking Sports
Yeah.
World. I mean, dude, Saturday afternoon, I couldn't get home fast enough watching Marvin Hagler, watching Sugar Ray Leonard, watching fucking Larry Holmes. Free, baby, free. I mean, dude, and I grew up in that era of filet mignon. Now they're giving me bologna, and they're asking me to pay 10 times as much for it. So what the fuck is happening, bro?
Well, you know what though? I really feel sorry for you or out of everybody on the panel. I honestly do, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, sir. Check this out. To keep it a buck with you, ain't nothing today gonna be able to happen to please you. To please you. Cause you coming out of that era where, like you say, on Wild World of Sports, Ali Fort, Frazier, Foreman, Cooney. You know what? You in a tough spot, sir.
You don't have to stick Cooney in there.
I hate you. I needed a punching bag.
No, but seriously, bro, I don't look in the rearview mirror. I know that's never coming back. I'm hip today. I watch boxing every live fight. I haven't missed a fight in years, bro. I mean, what's happened. I cherish those memories. I reach out to those dudes. I go to fundraisers. I help them out. I bring them on my show. I interview these people. In fact, tomorrow's the anniversary of one of the greatest fights of all time, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, the fucking Rumble in the Jungle. 44 years, 49 years tomorrow, bro. So I mean, man, and I remember that night. I was, you know, I mean, it's like fucking memories. But now the future is the future. And what we have to do, we have to strive to make sure the best fight the best. And that's why I get off the handle, especially at 135, 140. So much talent there. You could make a super fight every month for the next year, but no. So I mean, that's where I'm at, bro.
So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this question. If y'all could pick who Tank fought next, who would y'all want Tank to fight next?
Devin Haney. No doubt about it.
Yeah, definitely.
All of y'all feel that way?
I would like to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. He will beat Devin Haney. Man, Devin Haney chin is so fucking suspect, bro.
So this is what I want y'all to do, right? This is what I want y'all to do, right? Instead of saying why Tank won't fight these guys, go ask these guys why we not
won't fight Tank.
Yeah, go ask them. Get them on the show.
We're going to talk to Bill Haney next week.
Huh?
My brother Eddie's
next week.
Oh baby. Well, let's get an open panel going.
Y'all got to start applying pressure where pressure needs to be applied at.
I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you now how that interview gonna go. That gonna be all on Tank.
Bruce,
y'all got to understand. Don't forget now. You know what I mean? Right now, in the day that we live in, for real, Skywalker, Bruce Gas, we supposed to be getting 20% because we are the promoters now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the YouTube podcast, we are the promoters now. Like we really promote these fights and doing a job and helping making these fights happen by keeping the conversation going. So what I'm saying is, when y'all get them on y'all show, ask them why we not getting these fights. Ask them why if you got the belts at 135, why you got to go to 140 and fight you.
Right.
Don't make sense to me at all. Why you going to 140 to fight for a belt when you're the undisputed at 135? You're not fighting for those fights at 135. Just make you go,
You gotta listen to the kicker. You gotta listen to the kicker. I come down to 135 for a big fight, but Tank gotta fight me at 140. Your biggest fight is Gervonta Tank Davis, Slim. Point blank period. There's no other fight you can tell me that's bigger than Devin Haney versus Tank.
Hey, let me ask you this, Coach. I mean, how do you? It seemed like Devin It's just he's using the same playbook that other people are using. It's worked for other people to be able to get their names in the history books. When we go and look, when people look at the history books in the future, they look back, it's going to say such and so fought X, Y, and Z. They're not going to remember who they ducked, not going to remember what was going on at the time, any of the specifics. They're going to say a person got all the belts here. They went up and challenged another fighter. Nobody's going to remember that that fighter was the weakest person in that division. Canelo's done it. Mayweather's done it. Many others before him have done it as well. So, I mean, how do we get outside of that playbook and get people back to doing what they should be doing, which is fighting the best, to be the best?
You know, I think people don't got no mirrors in their house no more. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can have all that on paper, but when you look at it in the mirror and you ask yourself, am I really the best? And it's a question mark there because you know you ain't fight the best to really prove it to yourself. That's when you get back to it. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, they wanted to be the best and they fought the best.
Absolutely right.
That's right.
And they didn't take a year between fights. I mean, these fights were made while they were in their prime, while they were in condition. There was no excuses for being out of shape during a fight. I mean, it was all settled in the ring, bro. And that's the way it should be today. And you got so much talent, so many of these great fighters, so-called great fighters, but they're just not fighting each other. And like you said, my brother, how can Tank sleep? How's he gonna end his career knowing that he didn't get these fights? That he didn't take these chess players off the board. I mean, that's going to cheat not only us as a fan, but I mean, really cheat the fighter himself, bro.
But you gotta understand, this is a different generation, man, than a lot of us on the panel, man. If you look at the rappers, you got so many rappers that you don't know making millions of dollars. This is the next gen. It's all about the mighty dollar, man. It's no honor amongst thieves anymore. You know, whoever could get the biggest person.
Is boxing dead then? Has that killed boxing as I knew it, as you knew it? Is it a whole different fucking? Is it money?
It is, man, because it is. Because Sugar Ray Leonard came out of retirement 5 years when they told him not to fight no more because of his eye. And fought the top dog in the division, Marvin Hagler.
I don't think boxing dead. I just think boxing has evolved to where as though it's different. You know, you gotta understand. Back then, Don King come to your room, huh? Here go your bag. This who you fighting. This your fight date. There go your purse. I see you in the ring. Now you say it's more negotiations. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody blame Floyd, but Floyd allowed these fighters to be able to see that other side of the contract. So now, like, you know what I mean, they get to see, like, okay, I'm fighting for this, but that promoter is getting this. I'm in there risking my life, and the promoter is the one walking away with it. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's dead. I just think it evolved into a new way that we not used to. You know what I mean? Us old, you know what I mean? We used to get in the fights. You know what I mean? This person fought this person, the best fought the best. But now you gotta understand. Look at some of them fighters from back in the day. Them niggas broke.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They gave us.
Do y'all know?
Look how many fights they gave us. Now look, they hurting. So now these fighters they know they worth, they know they value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of the contract, and that's what. So basically, that's
Terrence Crawford
right.
first professional fight. Terrence Crawford first professional fight under Top Rank. He got paid $500. $500. His first professional fight under Top Rank.
$40 for his first professional fight. I mean, you know, unless you coming off Olympic gold or an amazing amateur career, then you gotta make your bones. But now, like you said earlier, it's not like it was when Terrence Crawford had his debut. It's a different world. These guys are signing contracts. We're already getting a Rolls Royce before they even had to go in their first fight. You know, it ain't my boxing anymore. It's different, and I'm not going to complain about it because I'm enjoying it every week. I watch every fight that comes on. I got the 60-inch TV in my living room, man, as comfortable as I could possibly be. But it ain't like being in those smoke-filled arenas, those smokers. Even going to the pay-per-views, the closed-circuit TVs, the theaters to see events like the Rumble in the Jungle 49 years ago. Because that's how old I am, bro. I mean, I'll be 70 years old. I'll be 70 next year. So I'm kind of I'm not in my appetizer years is what I'm saying. And I just I understand how boxing is today, and I get it, brother. It's all for the buck. These guys see these fighters from my day. These guys are broke, man. You know, they half of them can't even make a complete sentence, and they don't want to be in that category. So they're not going to go in there and fight 5-6 times a year, even in their early careers, because they see an easier way out. Now, is this going to last? Is it going to just go back to what it was before, or is it going to stay what it is? Is the well ever going to run dry? Is boxing going to evolve to something else? I'm just along for the ride, bro. And I'm digging it. I'm over here with all you legends, man. With all of us internet fucking legends talking about some great boxing, and this is what it's come to, man. And hey, I really can't complain, bro, because it ain't going to do any good.
I think I'm just going to be optimistic. I'm going to be optimistic. We ending at the end of the year. I'm going to stay optimistic that this new year is going to bring a lot of big fights. It's going to corner a lot of people into having to make those fights. You can only run for so goddamn much. Mm-hmm. You can only run for so much. And they gonna have to start hitting heads, man. I pray that I'm still around to see it, man, because I think 2024 is gonna be a big year where these guys gonna have to get in the ring. They can't keep ducking whoever side, the promoters, the fighters. I don't give a damn. They gonna have to bump heads, man. Look how long it took Floyd to fight Manny. 5 years.
Yep.
5 years. And people say he ain't had a mustard on it as if it would have happened 5 years earlier.
That's true.
So
right.
you see the juggling of the bullshit that we get as fans.
We could have got
that the fans, that the fans is getting treated last. We getting treated last, man. I wanna be first on some of these fights, man. And I think this year coming up, man, hey, I think these fights gonna happen, man. You can run, but you can't hide. How far you think that? I'm gonna bring up a question, goddamn question. How far you think Devin Haney gonna be able to go at 140? He can't sweep out 140. He ain't even sweep 135.
Look, there's a reason why he's fucking holding the belts at 135 still, because he's nervous as fuck that he's gonna get beaten by pro grade. He's still holding the belts at 135 for a reason.
We had Coach Evans Dobler in here, bro, and he's the strength and conditioning coach for Regis Progress, and that fight's going to be a real scrap, man. This is going to be personal, man. That's why we're going to speak to Bill Haney later on this week, and like my brother said, we're the promoters. But the pay for me is to see these guys get in the ring and see a great fight. That's beyond the cash value. And my other brother, the smoothie man down there, we're in a different economic world. It's fucking bitcoins and fucking electronic transfers, money here, money there. It ain't like the old days. Very few. I'm about the only guy I know who carries a wad of cash in his pocket these fucking days. I mean, everything it's a different financial institution, and I can see these fighters where fucking legacy takes a back seat to the fucking to the almighty dollar. I mean, dude.
Hey, you don't see anybody calling Matias out. I tell you that.
Nobody. He called out Devin Haney though.
Too high a risk for too low a reward.
He called out Devin Haney.
That's right.
Devin Haney and his father ain't whisper his name off their damn lips.
Matthias had a bout.
The fight I want to see at 140, I want to see Haney versus Hitchens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that boy sharp.
Yeah, he is. Because Chonsapella got a lot of experience, and he went in there and looked like he was schooling the experience. I'm like, damn, he's fundamentally sound, bro.
He went back to elementary school with that boy.
AB, salute.
Who y'all like? Who y'all got?
Well, what?
Who y'all got in that fight?
Oh, Hitchens?
Hitchens.
And Haney.
Hitchens.
Yeah.
Listen, Haney hasn't fought anybody, man.
Who you got? Who you got, my man up there? Who you got?
Hey, what size is the ring?
I want to see.
That's
Haney,
always my question.
That fight's not long, and after I see that fight, then I'll know. Then I'll make a decision. But I want to see Haney get tagged a few times, especially at 140. See how he handles himself in the ring. See if he's gonna settle down. If he's got that man strength in him, bro. And then I'll let you know what I think of him and Hitchens, because I don't like to predict too much, bro. I like to go fight to fight. Fight has changed so much.
Progress, man.
A lot of people don't, and obviously Coach Elvis the other night, man, he definitely doesn't think it. So that's going to be a really interesting fight. He's ready to get in the ring and fight Bill Haney, for Christ's sakes, man.
I think he outboxes Regis. I've been studying in the film room. We do it every time we go in there. It be all the coaches together. We be arguing up a storm. But one thing we for sure is Regis has a tendency in the later part of the round to kind of slow down. And if Devin can steal the end of the round and make it look like he's active enough that the judges sway it to him, he might can steal this fight. But I'm going to also agree with what my brother said. I want to see if his man strength going to come to fruition. But I seen him hitting the heavy bag, and I'm like, man, I hit the heavy bag every day, right? I'm 54 years old. I hit the heavy bag every day when I hit the gym. I hit that damn thing harder than Devin. No lie, yo. That's a damn shame, man. He let a senior citizen out crack him. Come on, man. I'm saying.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Regis Progress has the power to knock out Haney?
Yes. Hey, if Lenard's stinky legged him at 35, Progress should be able to hurt him at 40. Yeah, I heard that first, y'all. About that. Yeah, but Devin like clinching. Once he get in, he's smart enough to clinch.
We asked Coach Evans, and Coach Evans said they're not gonna let him clinch during that fight.
Who's the ref?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you're right. Who's the ref?
Who's the ref?
Where's he fight night?
Understand this. Devin Haney fighting at home.
Yeah. They're treating Regis like the B-side, and he's the champ, man. Does that make sense, bro? Yeah. He's undisputed at a weight class below, but Regis is the WBC champ, so they're treating him like he's totally the B-side, bro.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to get that old Shaqy Foster treatment. 10 by 10 ring, 10 by 10 ring. Referee don't care about nothing you saying.
And a lot of people have said, the comment says, some people even said Devin versus Loma was questionable.
Oh, more than some people.
Before Chonsapella, So.
Well, I think he did. I think he did enough to win. Once again, if I'm the champion and you come in, it's a close fight. I don't know, man. Those close fights going to favor the champion, man. You one punch behind. If it's that close, you one punch up.
But Loma came up from a couple of weight classes too, man. Like
little dude.
we can't forget that part. You know, he was.
Tank came up from 26.
Yeah.
Tank started his career at 26.
Tank's a different animal.
That's some bullshit, man. That's some fucking bullshit.
Tank's a whole different breed, bro.
Wow, but he a boxer. Yeah, I don't like people. Oh, he got power, but he a different animal. No, man, no. He's a boxer. He's a boxer. He can crack, but he's a boxer.
Right.
Yeah, but
I don't like the double standard. So like I told him, I said, okay, Devin Haney want to move up, go to 147, fight Boots. No, he can't do that. But Tank can go all the way up to fucking fight Canelo and Bud Crawford. That's some bullshit. Because he got power, he could do that. Man, ain't nobody. He's a boxer. That double standard got to go, man.
Right.
What's good for the goose, good for the gander.
Hey, would that be a possibility? You think Gary Antoine Russell? I mean, that would be a big fight in your area. You know what I'm saying? Tank's been at 140. Would that you know? You think that would be a good fight?
I'm gonna tell you, Gary Antoine Russell, he a solid fighter. He's still being groomed. He haven't even blossomed yet, but talent wise, but Tank too fast, too explosive, too many traps. He not only will outbox him, he's too irresponsibly defensive wise. He'd be like Rolly, he'll walk into something and go to sleep.
Right.
I think that'd be a good fight for at home though. Like, you know what I mean? Just a real home fight real quick.
I don't got it going past 5.
Damn.
Yeah, they say that he's got the Mexican style too. He's got that come forward, different style than his brothers.
And that's what Tank wants.
Tank's good at that, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Tank, if you watch, Tank fight lovely going backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tank fight right, and then he'll pop forward on you in a heartbeat. And then Tank touch that body. Tank, if you notice, Tank will go to the bank early, and they say most of his fights, he be down on a scorecard. Like Coach Calvin say, he analyzing the data.
They need to check them scorecards though.
He's analyzing the data. And to get the bonus, you know what his bonus is, and he can't help it. He got that one hitter quitter.
I've seen it every time, bro. That's why everybody buys the pay-per-views because you know you're gonna get a highlight reel knockout. You're gonna get something.
Yeah.
When I interviewed him in the locker room, I was like, "These knockouts, Tank." I had to answer myself because I've been following in the gym since he was 10 years old. Always been a boxer. Pull up his amateur fights. How lovely of a boxer he is. But I asked him, I say, where all this power come from all of a sudden? Like, you know, and he said once he got the dynamics down on how to place his shots, how to turn, how to follow through with the speed. People don't know speed is power.
That's right. Physics.
A car accident, 65 miles per hour, gonna look way worse than a car accident at 30 miles per hour. It's a better chance that people 30 miles per hour car accident will live high probability more than the 65 miles per hour victims in the car.
Right.
Speed is power.
Speed and precision. Because you heard what he said. Well, he said it's not about power. It's where I place that thing at.
That's what he said. Y'all placement. Yeah. He said Rolly knocked himself out in reverse. If you can phantom that, Rolly took Tank fist and hit himself with it.
Right.
And then Tank got out of the way. Who does that? Who barely hits somebody, move out of the way, and they be knocked unconscious? He say he ain't even fully follow through with that shot. I looked at him when he said that. I twisted my lips. I was like, yeah, right. I was like, come on, man. That man couldn't see. He ain't even know where he was going at. Tank, stop. I'm keeping it a buck, man.
He's a legendary knockout puncher. That's why we talk about Deontay Wilder. That's why we're still talking about Ernie Shavers. These are guys that sell money. They put asses in seats. Boxing loves a knockout artist. I want to see him knock out some of the fucking guys wearing belts, carrying gold around 135, 140, man. Thanks. So much potential. This is the only thing that makes me sorry is the potential that I see slipping away every time. I only see Tank fighting once a year, twice a year. I'm greedy, bro. I'm thinking for me, I want to see him fight more, and you know, I just hope I see it, and that's the way I feel, bro. Everybody wants to see that one punch, one hitter quitter, and that's what Tank is. And I've been saying that for years, bro. I mean, Tank, you know, people used to he's not that good, and I think, bro, this guy punches like a heavy.
Skywalker. You're right, Skywalker. He's a complete fighter. That's a different. He's a complete fighter.
No, let me say something. Let me say something, right? Y'all gotta understand. Outside of Tank's skills, outside of Tank's talent, outside of Tank's power, it's two very important factors that you have to factor in. And you can make whichever one, number one or number two, Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny. Because if you see, like, after the fight, Coach Kenny will give me a video and I release it, and he'll show you Tank already fought whoever he got in the ring with, and they already broke him down in camp. So when he get in the ring, he just going over what he already practiced. Because every game plan that I done showed you how they was going to defeat a fight of Ryan Garcia, I dropped the video and exactly how I dropped it, how they drew it up in camp, how they studied and did it. That's how he got knocked out. Same way with Rolly Romero. The exact same way they drew it up, the exact same way they seen how the fighter was going to come. That's how he got knocked out. And they the clips that I released showing you that you got to take in accountability, like how he's being trained, how he's being coached. Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny do a marvelous job at game planning, and Tank does a wonderful job at execution. And when you put all three of them together, you got a dangerous beast.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
You know what I mean? Good so like everybody say, "Oh, all Tank got is this. All Tank do is this." He just showed you he can go forward, he can go left, he can go right, he can go backwards, he can go on the top rope and do a backflip.
Oh yeah, that's unbelievably athletic. But bro, I see him get his ears boxed off in a lot of fights, and all of a sudden, boom, he ends it with a fucking right, a left. He's been gifted by God. He's a knockout puncher. I'm never gonna call Tank a boxer, bro. Tank is a fucking killer.
Man, so what you say he can't box? He's telling me he can't box?
He can box, but he gets outboxed by a superior boxer. Boxing's not his forte, bro.
No. Let me grab this one, senior.
I'm gonna back up.
Let me grab this one. Now, one great poet used to say this: to be or not to be? That's the question. Now, I've been following you your whole time. I've been feeling you, son. Now, I tell you, I'm going to respect my elders, but I'm going to let you in on a secret. Now, ain't nothing wrong with what you said, because that's what you see. That's what you see. That's fine. But I beg different, man. Tank is a hell of a boxer. I don't have him being outboxed. He just Tank the type of guy, round by round, I might throw 75 punches and land 15 on Tank. Tank gonna throw 45 punches and land 38. You can look at that and say he's getting outboxed. That's cool. But he just setting you up for the kill. Tank can let you hit him. Man, me and Senior seen this kid spar and they ain't even touch him with a 3-piece suit, white suit on. He ain't have an ounce of dirt on his suit. Tank, I'm telling you, very elusive. He rolls with the punches. Tank got a little Mexican style in him too.
Yeah.
He rolls with his punches, come back with the counters off of him. Tank is I'm gonna tell you, treat yourself, pull up Tank amateur career and watch where he originated from, and you'll see why I say he's a hell of a boxer.
And it was that Pedraza fight for me. That's when I realized he was a great boxer. The Pedraza fight was the one where I felt like he switched it on and showed people something else. Because Pedraza is a monster. They call him the sniper, but he got sniped.
Pedraza went and won a belt after he lost the Tank. Just for the record. Yeah. Just throwing it out there.
The Pedraza fight.
Guys, I'm going to bow out. I appreciate you letting me be on the show tonight. The Smoothie King Senior, nice talking to y'all. Everybody else on the panel, Skywalker, thank you, Eddie Gas, my man in the middle. See you guys on the next one, man. Great show.
Yeah,
all right,
thank you, brother.
I'm gonna just say this real quick. I just feel like Tank is a precise fighter. Like he doesn't there's no punch ever wasted when it's coming from Tank. When Tank shoot a shot, that shot lands. That's what I want to just put out there. Like when people saying, "Oh yeah, Tank don't throw enough shots or whatever," the thing is when Tank throws a shot, that shot's gonna land. So you get what I'm trying to say here? You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Definitely get what you're saying, man. Definitely. But I think saying he's been outboxed is kind of harsh.
Well, see, I was impressed with Leo Santa Cruz, Mario Barrios, even Lowry until fucking Tank just ultimately got him in that position to send him up to meet his maker, bro. And that's what makes Tank so exciting. He's an adequate. He's a great boxer, very adequate. But I think his punching power sets him apart from other great boxers. I think that's what Tank looks to me. What, bro? What's his record? Fucking 25 and fucking 0 with 24 knockouts or something crazy like that. I don't know. Tell me, isn't it like a 90% knockout ratio? Be free. Am I right?
Yeah, I think
it was Tank record.
Well, but anyway, it's a ridiculous. Everybody gets knocked out. Only one or two people went to
27 with 25 KOs, if I'm mistaken.
All right, well, there we go, man. All I'm saying is he's a predominant knockout puncher, highest percentage maybe of any fucking active champion out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people downplay that Mario Barrios fight. Mario Barrios was an animal, reigning at 140. He was truly battle tested with Mario with no pushover, man. Tank said that boy could crack. Tank said that boy could crack. He said he wasn't trying to get hit clean by none of that.
So can I ask you guys this? Who from Tank experience, who is the hardest fighter he has fought?
I'm gonna say between Pedraza and Barrios. You could pick either one of them. I'm gonna go with Barrios a little more over Pedraza because Barrios, it took him 6 to 7 and 8 rounds to decipher Barrios. He had to really be patient if you go back and watch that fight, because Tank wasn't trying to get clipped. That dude was huge. There wasn't no rehydration clause in that fight, because Tank went up and fought him at his weight. Come on now. Come on.
So the best fighters on your resume to beat
Keith Thurman didn't even knock him out at 47.
Tank should have some fucking Hall of Famers on there, bro. He should have some fucking real talent on his record.
Leo Santa Cruz not a Hall of Famer?
I would say Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, we
Pedraza.
Pedraza's not going to get in the Hall of Fame.
Okay,
You don't think
okay.
maybe not.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on? I hear y'all up here. I hear you, Bruce Gas. I have to slightly disagree because
No problem, brother.
I like all these guys, and Tank Davis. I don't see Tank Davis getting outboxed. The thing with Tank Davis is Tank Davis. He's a high class boxer. What people overlook his boxing ability. Tank Davis has a high ring IQ, and when a lot of people say Leo Santa Cruz outboxed him and Mario Barrio outboxed him, they didn't outbox him. Tank Davis was trying to figure out the opening, and once he figured out the opening, then he shot his shot and it landed, and he put him down. Tank Davis. Tank Davis is the type of fighter. Tank Davis, he's the type of fighter that he doesn't waste shots. He don't waste shots, and so
Absolutely.
he has the boxing ability where he doesn't have to throw a lot of shots. He just waits for the opening because he's mainly a counter puncher that can box. He's mainly a counter puncher.
This is why my mouth is watering to see him get in the ring with Shakur Stevens or to see him get in the ring with Devin Haney. This is we can sit up here and go back and forth all night and it ain't gonna mean shit. These guys have to get in the ring, bro. That's the bottom line. They have to fight each other. This is what boxing's all about.
Pressure them into fighting these guys. Pressure them into fighting Tank.
So let me ask you this question. Bruce.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. I want you to be totally honest with me.
100%.
Do you think Tank don't want to get in the ring with these fighters?
I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. I don't know Tank personally, but what I do know is now boxing is different. You got to go through lawyers. You got to go through different promotional organizations. It's not like Tank wants to fight Devin Haney. It's going to happen. It's not even in Tank's hands from what I'm hearing about boxing today. It's run by lawyers and corporations. It's not boxing like good old 100% pure boxing. It's different.
Let me ask you this: do you think those guys want to get in the ring with Tank?
Yeah, I do, bro. I do. I think every champion wants to get in the ring with another champion, show how good they are. If not, they don't belong in boxing. That's like a fucking racehorse saying, "Oh, I don't want to go in the Kentucky Derby because Seattle's losing there."
Tell them prove it. That's all I'm saying. Tell them prove it. Me and you.
I'm gonna say this.
You're not going to see a boxer who's afraid to get in the ring with another boxer. That's a rare thing, especially at that fucking caliber. These guys are seasoned veterans. They're champions. They don't want to fight bums. They want to excel. The only way to get into the Hall of Fame is beat other fighters who are going to be in the Hall of Fame. And why Tank is not fighting Haney, Shakur, Rize, all the top guys out there, I have no fucking idea. I don't know if they're afraid of him. Obviously, you're telling me Tank has no fear. So let these guys start saying that they have no fear. We got a platform here. Let's get these fights going. If not, let's shame these fucking fighters into not fighting each other and saying, I don't want to do it. I'm afraid to do it.
The old dog new tricks. There we go.
But hey, coach.
Got it, Bruce.
What I will say is, early in Tank's career, I didn't put it on Tank Davis because we all know that Floyd and Leonard Ellaby was making his fight, and Tank Davis said, I just fought whoever they put in front of me. I didn't ask for no fight. Whoever they put in front of me, I fought him. Now that Tank Davis has control of his career, we can put the sole responsibility on Tank Davis. So I'm not blaming Tank Davis for not getting there with Devin and Shakur before. Now it's on Tank Davis, and I'm not sold that Tank Davis is not going to fight a top level because we don't know who he's fighting right now. He hasn't mentioned who he's fighting right now. When he mentioned, then we can have our comments on how we believe that fighter is or whatever. But I don't think Tank Davis don't want to fight it. And it's hard for me to say that these guys want to fight Tank Davis when Tank Davis just made Ryan Garcia $30 million. I don't hear nobody calling out Tank Davis. Everybody was calling out Floyd because they wanted a payday. Everybody was calling out Canelo because they wanted a payday. I don't hear nobody calling out Tank Davis. I heard Shakur say, yeah, me and Tank Davis, we the Super Bowl of boxing, but that's going to happen later down the line. It's not going to happen right now. Devin Haney, when he was freed up and Tank Davis was freed up, Devin Haney went and got Regis. He wasn't asking for Tank Davis. Now that he's got the fight with Regis, now you hear him talking about Tank Davis again. He always seemed to talk about Tank Davis when he already has a fight lined up. When he don't have a fight lined up, he doesn't mention Tank Davis' name.
This is going to be the question.
Tank got out on a Friday. They locked that Devin Haney fight. I mean, they locked that Haney Regis fight in on a Monday, man. Come on, man. Miss me with the bullshit. They was quiet the whole time. Then as soon as they locked the fight and we'll fight Tank, we'll fight. Come on, man. Y'all keep falling for them William Haney antics, man. I'm not falling for this.
And this is what we have to bring up next week in the podcast. This is what we have to bring up.
Hey, look, I don't think people are going to give Tank credit for being a boxer until he take Lomachenko off the board. Because no matter how many times Lomachenko loses, they still make it seem like he's the greatest boxer to ever do it. So I think that's the play. Matter of fact, Lomachenko, he warm-up material.
I feel like Lomachenko is irrelevant right now. I feel like more of the three kings, more like Shakur. I feel like that's more.
I mean, Lomachenko. Yeah, you could put him on Tank's resume, but let's be honest. If Tank Davis go in there and fight Lomachenko now and knock Lomachenko out, they're gonna say, "Oh, Tank Davis waited till he got old. Devin Haney already beat him. T.O. already beat him." They're gonna make an excuse why Tank Davis knocked him out. So,
but none of those guys slept him. None of those guys slept him.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's good to have him on the record. But it's not going to stop the hate on Tank Davis. And like I said, I like all these guys. I like all of them. I don't have a favorite fighter. I like all of them. But I understand what I see, and I hear a lot of different things about Tank Davis. But when Tank Davis got out of jail, we saw Devin Haney jump into a fight with Regis, and we also heard that Steven Espinoza and Tank Davis's camp tried to make a fight with Devin Haney, and they said they was going another direction.
Don't tell Bruce that.
I'm just saying that's what Steven Espinoza said.
Don't tell Bruce that.
Hey, bro, I told you, man, nothing surprises me. I know that these guys can't go in a room and come out with a signed contract. That doesn't happen anymore. It's going through so many hands. So many different people are taking their slice of the pie. When it gets time to the fight, you say, "Fuck it, I'm not signing this contract," and goes right back to day one again. That's what boxing is, man. So, bro, I don't want to hear the fights that aren't happening. I want to hear about the fights that are happening. I'd like to see Lomo and Tank go at it, man.
Can I ask the panel a question? I just want to ask.
Sure, go ahead.
If Tank Davis sends Devin Haney a contract and let's say it's 65-35.
For what? Hell no, that's bullshit.
Let's say it's 65-35, and they have to fight at a catchweight. And Devin Haney say, "No, I'm not fighting at no catchweight." Is that a duck on Devin Haney?
Hell yeah. I wouldn't give his ass no 35 though. He don't deserve 35.
I just said 35.
No, I like what he just did. He drew up a scenario. It depends on who you ask, brother. To be honest, that one right there, it depends on who you ask. But to say it's a duck on it, the fight, like I say, they gonna try to outprice themselves. They gonna lean on Devin got all the belts at 135. They gonna do everything in their power to avoid that fight, man. They gonna do everything.
The only reason I said that is because Devin Haney, he quote unquote saying he gave up. He knows that Tank Davis is the A side. Tank Davis make all the calls. But when it came to Shakur, he sent Shakur a contract, and Shakur said, "No, I'm not taking 25%." And everybody automatically say Shakur was a duck. So if Tank Davis is the clear A side and he sends you a contract and you don't take it, then it got to be the same. Got to be the same thing. Can't have it one way for one person. You can't have it one way for one person and a different way for another person just because he got all the belts. Because last time I checked, the belts don't make you an A side.
Isn't that the better question? Do belts matter anymore, or have they ever mattered?
I'm gonna put it like this. To me personally, as a fighting fan, belts never mattered to me because the belts doesn't make a great fight. It's if we know who the best fights are, as long as those two fighters are fighting, I could care less if a belt is on the line or not. Belts never matter to me.
Let me ask you this, right? Them belts supposed to mean that you fought the best in your division to earn them belts, correct?
It's supposed to.
So if you fought one guy and got all the belts, and that one guy wasn't the one guy that's the best in your division, do them belts really matter? Do they really mean what they supposed to mean?
No, that's why I said they don't matter to me. They never matter to me. Now, I mean, if you got a favorite fighter, yeah, it matters to you because you can say, yeah, my fighter is the champion. It matters to the ones that have a favorite fighter. But see, I'm a fan that doesn't have a favorite fighter. I love the sport of boxing. I don't have a favorite fighter, so belts don't really matter to me. Yeah, it's nice to have, but it's the belts matter to the fighters. It's not supposed to matter to the fan. It matters to the fighter.
Correct. All right, y'all. I'm great. Tap out, man. I gotta get up early, man. Thanks for letting me share this platform, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Make sure, man, y'all come over to the channel, support this movement, man. I'm gonna work on my boy up there in the corner. Make sure you invite me back, man. Not in the ring, cause you look like you got a little something to you. I'm letting you know up front. I'm ducking your ass up front. We don't need no negotiations,
brother.
I'm telling you straight up, I'm ducking this fight with you.
You'll get dusted for assault on a senior citizen, my brother. God bless you, man. Peace.
God bless y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all for having us, man. Shout out to Skywalker, man. Appreciate you for having us.
Shout out, Skywalker.
Love what y'all doing over here, man. Don't be no
stranger. Kill show, bro, man. Nothing but love in this room, bro. Peace out, man.
Yeah.
Slide him that green dragon, Bruce.
I'm doing it, bro. It's keeping me alive, keeping me going, bro.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Hey, thank everybody for coming in my room too, man. Peace, man. I'm out of here.
All right, guys.
Nice, Sean Skywalker.
All right. Thank you guys. Subscribe to Skywalker Boxeo. It's a new channel. Appreciate you guys. Coastal Boxing Club, Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz, and more. D Free, Dwayne Freeman boxing matchups. And we got Ernest Johnson in the house. All right, guys. Much love, man.
All right.